Well, hey everybody, my name is Jordan Mederich. I'm, I guess you can call a creative director, but really what I am is a glorified freelance video producer, as most of you can probably relate. I'm incredibly thankful to be here. I mean, I'm just shocked at the resources that are here. What I've done is I've actually produced some content for Zupa, and I'm in Branson, Missouri, and right in the middle of college, I didn't want to work a real job. I didn't want to do anything that was like status quo kind of stuff. I'm sure you guys can relate, of course. I just wanted to go do my own thing. So I bought a camera. Actually, I have it right here. I'm sure some of you are familiar. This is the T2i camera. Has anyone heard of it? Yes? Well, this won enough money for me to pay my bills for 2 years. So, a $600 purchase and a little bit of creativity can go a really, really long way. What I'm going to be talking to you guys today about is what wins, what loses, and being able to tell the difference. Because those are the three things that are going to help you to succeed, not only in the crowdsourcing model, but in an ad agency, out on freelancing. Looking at briefs from a filmmaker's standpoint, and a lot of people, especially in advertising for print, the hardest thing is staying true to your own craft, at the same time giving them something that sells, right? I mean, we almost feel like we sell our souls, to give them a product that it's just about them, and I can't express myself at all, and so we almost say, okay, well, if it pays the bills, then give it up. Well, I'm telling you, there's a way, and it's actually incredibly simple, to stay true to yourself and your own creative art while producing winning professional content. And it's a very thin line there. There's people who are just artists, and they'll always be artists, and then there are those who know how to succeed as well as being an artist at the same time. So, for example, in the brief, there's a couple buzzwords that you should be looking for when you're looking at a brief. And this can be from any site, even from an advertising perspective. They might give you some information. There's certain buzzwords that stand out that you need to be able to identify to stay true to your art while also giving winning content. In the Chevron brief, one that's very specific, is that it's all about AIDS is going to lose. So they're looking for a 1 to 5 minute video that displays almost in a documentary style your story about why AIDS is going to lose. And this is huge. First place is 40 grand. Who couldn't use 40 grand? And literally you could get that done in 3 days. So 3 days could equate to 40 grand. And I've seen it happen, and that's how I make my living as well. So, for example, one thing is that they say, we've never been more optimistic about about beating HIV and AIDS than we are today. And the word optimism kind of just shoots out again and again and again in the brief. And so that gives you an idea about the brand culture that's vital. They are optimistic. And so it's not just you're thinking, okay, well, that word's just a word. They're just thinking happy. That's their brand. That's their culture. And you have to know them if you're going to get into their heads and win. That's the only way, is to understand what are they trying to say there. One thing that they do say in there is they say not commercials. We don't want commercials. Stay true to that. Do not make a commercial. If they ever mention anything about not making a commercial, if you give them anything that feels like you're selling a product, you're out. And I'm going to give you an example of that, of one that it was the favorite spot I've ever made, and it lost. And you'll probably see why. The last one, that's a kind of a big buzzword, is contagious. They want this to go viral. So what does that even mean? What the heck is viral? Well, we got to have it pass around. Is it some magical formula? I don't really think anyone understands pure virality. And so creating content that is sincere, high quality, and is produced with a really great message is, I think, just a couple things to start out with getting something that's viral. You guys are in a position to really captivate an audience, and so tell a story that's worth telling. If your story isn't captivating to you, it's not going to be to somebody else. So really put your heart into things. Combine your passion with your work. If you're into bowling and you're really good at bowling, maybe you could put that into a video. Use your talents to your advantage. Someone said, they say you need to work on your weaknesses. I completely disagree. Don't work on your weaknesses. Work on your strengths. Why are you going to try to be good at everything? I mean, be a well-rounded person, sure. But what I'm saying is that if cinematography is your thing, do that. If print work is your thing, do that. If you're a voiceover guy, I will pay you $30 to do my commercials. And lastly, I really want to inspire you guys as much as possible, just to encourage you to make a difference. Because you guys are on a platform where people are going to see your work for years and years to come. Of course, sex sells, but so do drugs. So I'm just saying, when you do stuff, do it high quality, put your heart into it, tell a meaningful message, and try to make a difference. Thank you.